Millions of people have now seen this photo capturing a doctor comforting an elderly patient on Thanksgiving Day. Joining us now is that doctor, Dr. Joseph Varon. He's the chief of staff at the United Memorial Medical Center in Houston. Dr. Varon, as always, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for your compassion. The photographer who took that picture was Go Nakamura of Getty Images, we should say. You were the doctor. Tell us what's going on there.
Yeah, and what's going on is, as you know, I have been very transparent with the media. So I usually have media in our unit so people can see what's going on. So I have the photographer following me. And as I'm going inside my COVID unit, I see that this elderly patient is out of his bed and trying to get out of the room, and he's crying. So I get close to him and I tell him, "Why are you crying?" And the man says, "I want to be with my wife." So, I just grab him, I hold him. I did not know that I was uh, being photographed at the time. And, he was just crying, and eventually he felt better and he stopped crying.
I want to be with my wife, he said. Of course, can he be with his wife right now? Who can he see?
Uh, at the present time, he can't. We need to complete his treatment. He needs to be negative on his swabs so that we can then
Mm.
send him out of the hospital. But it's very difficult. You can imagine you are inside a room where people come in spacesuits, and you have no communication with anybody else other by phone if you're lucky. I mean, it's very difficult. And when you are an elderly individual, it's even more difficult because you feel that you are alone. You feel isolated.
You just mentioned spacesuit. I mean, that is what is so notable in that photograph. He's the patient, obviously, and you were dressed in all this protective gear. So, what was going through your head during this hug?
I, I was feeling very, very sorry for him. I mean, I was feeling sad just like him. And I was just recollecting all the patients that I've had to do similar things with. I will go into the rooms, I will sit in their bed and chat with them because they truly need somebody to give them a hand. And my staff is very good at doing this. But we have so many patients that sometimes we cannot, you know, hold every patient or grab the hand of a patient, or at least try to be a little more human.
What can you tell us about how that patient is doing this morning?
He's actually doing great. He's doing much better. We are hoping that before the end of the week, he'll be able to get out of the hospital.
Well, that's wonderful news. How often does this happen?
Oh, very often. I mean, people are just, the patients get so sad. Some of them cry, some of them try to escape. We actually had somebody that tried to escape through a window the other day. They are so isolated, they really want out. It is, it is very sad.
How do you handle all this, patient after patient in need, all these people needing not just treatment, but needing love?
To be honest with you, I don't know. As I've been working for 256 days today, nonstop, and I don't know what keeps me going. I don't know how I haven't broken down. As we've have discussed before, my nurses have broken down. My nurses cry in the middle of the day because they get so sad sometimes for situations like this. Just seeing a patient that's crying because he wants to see his family.
What does get to you, Dr. Varon?
As of now, what gets to me is frustration. It's a frustration that, I do this day in and day out, and people are out there doing the wrong thing. People are out there in bars, restaurants, malls. I mean, it is crazy. It's like, we work, 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 and people don't listen, and then they end up in my ICU.
Yeah, we saw pictures in New York City and Los Angeles over the weekend of dozens, if not hundreds of people gathering in parties. When you are hugging a patient like that, what do you want or need the people out there to know?
What people need to know is that I don't want to have to be hugging them. They need to do the basic things, keep your social distance, wear your mask, wash your hands, and avoid going to places where there are a lot of people. Very simple. If people can do that, healthcare workers like me will be able to hopefully rest.
Looking at that picture again, I'm just struck by that man, and all he wanted was to see his wife. Generally
That is
speaking,
correct. Mhm.
how much do patients understand about what the protocols are?
You see, it's very difficult, especially when you are dealing with elderly patients. They don't understand. They don't understand this situation where you basically are in a, I'm going to call it jail, where you have limited things. I mean, sometimes they don't understand that that's the process. They don't understand that you cannot go out, and that's why some of them try to get out of the hospital.
How many days is it again, Dr. Varon, for you working without a break?
256.
256 days. Dr. Varon, you were made of stronger stuff than all of
No,
us.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but we'll keep on going as much as we can.
Thank you. Thank you for what
It's a
you're
pleasure.
doing. Thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for showing compassion to the people in your hospital like that. That's a picture and image that will live with us for a long time. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.